Hi there knitters, I just wanted to let you know I have just released the apple slice sock pattern and I wanted to tell you a bit more about them. So basically throughout like the really hot summer months where it's like unbearable, I'm dreaming of September and knitting and feeling cozy and fresh air and wearing scarves and socks. And so as a result of that, I designed the apple slice socks thinking of the apples. So I started off with this like brighter version using a very budget friendly yarn, Drops Design Fable sock yarn in the colour Sunset, and basically all of this yarn is drops, so really cheap to make, and that makes me so happy. So I know you're going to want to see inside. Okay, so as you can see, I have left the floats nice and loose so they stretch over my heel. I did knit the apple pips. I knitted them. There's 3 colours in one round there. You can duplicate stitch them if you wish. I've got a video with the pattern that shows you how to duplicate stitch. And this is the second version I cast on using self-striping yarn that's from my stash from the opposite side of the budget. It's quite pricey because it's hand dyed. It's from Nomadic Yarns in the US from their Etsy store. So these are stunning too, but I do have some ideas for other self-striping yarns if you can't get hold of these. So in my brief look for yarn online, and I love looking for yarn online, I found different brands that do self-striping yarn that totally would work for these socks. And the thing is with self-striping yarn, it's so fun to knit. Like, just a tiny bit of colour work, not so difficult, and then happy days. It's changing your knitting because you want to see the colour change, and it's so much fun. So I would recommend West Yorkshire Spinners Signature 4-ply. I'm going to add a couple of photos if I can. There's one, I think it's called Autumn Leaves, and there's another one that's become a bit more vibrant. They looked perfect. Then also I would recommend Lang Yarns. They do in their Super Socks 4-ply range. They've also got a load of self-striping yarns that look super fun to knit, easy to get hold of Lang Yarns around the world. And then finally, I've never used this sock yarn, so I don't know what it's like, but Hobby Silly Socks, they also have cool self-striping yarn, good value, autumnal colours, would totally suit the apples. Also with these, I tried to knit the leg long enough so the apples are like poking out from above your boots, like when you're on an autumnal walk. I thought that'd be so cool. So I hope you really like these. There's 30% off them, off apple slice socks on Ravelry and Etsy. Code apples on Ravelry automatically on Etsy. So I hope you enjoy knitting these as much as I did designing them. Thank you.